My name is Lucas. I'm 25 years old. I live in a small town in Brazil. My house is close to the mountains. It's quiet here. People speak Portuguese. Not many speak English. For a long time, I wanted to learn English. I love the sound of it. I watch movies and listen to music in English. But when I tried to speak, I froze. My tongue didn't move. My mind went blank. I felt shy. I felt small. At school, we had English classes, but they were boring. We only learned grammar rules. No one really spoke English. I wanted more. I wanted to speak, to understand, to feel the language. But I didn't know how. One night, everything changed. It started with a video. I was lying in bed, scrolling through my phone. I saw a video with the title, "This AI can teach you English in 3 months." I laughed. Yeah, right, I said to myself. But I clicked on it. A man on the screen was smiling. He said, "I didn't go to school. I didn't have a teacher. I just talked to an AI every day. Now I speak English." I listened to him speak. He sounded good, confident, fluent. Something inside me woke up. A feeling, a fire. What if it works? What if this is my chance? That night, I couldn't sleep. My heart was beating fast. I was nervous, but I was also excited. I wanted to try. The next morning, I downloaded the AI app. It was free. I made an account. The AI's name was Ellie. She had a soft voice and a friendly smile. "Hello, Lucas," she said. "Nice to meet you." I smiled. "Hi," I said. My voice was quiet. She didn't laugh at me. She didn't correct me harshly. She just smiled and said, "Let's learn together." And so we did. At first, it was hard. I didn't understand many words. I made a lot of mistakes. But Ellie was patient. "Good try," she said when I got things wrong. "Great job," she said when I got things right. She never made me feel stupid. That was new for me. We started with easy things. Colors, numbers, simple sentences. Then we moved to short conversations. Every day, I spent 30 minutes with Ellie. We talked about my day. We talked about food, family, music, dreams. Little by little, I felt more confident. I started to speak more. I started to laugh. I started to believe in myself. One day, something special happened. I was in the kitchen with my mom. She asked me, "What are you smiling about?" "I just had a talk with Ellie," I said. "Ellie," she asked. "She's an AI. She's helping me learn English." My mom looked surprised. "AI? Like a robot?" I nodded. "Yes, but she feels like a friend." That night, I told my dad too. He laughed. "Back in my day," he said, "we had books, not robots." We all laughed. But deep inside, I felt proud. I was doing something different, something new, something for me. After 2 months, I noticed a big change. I could understand English songs. I could read short stories. I even watched a movie with English subtitles, and I understood most of it. I felt strong, like I was becoming someone new. But then, I hit a wall. One morning, I opened the app. Ellie asked me a question in fast English. I didn't understand. Not a single word. I froze. My mouth was dry. My hand shook. "I'm sorry," I said. "I don't get it." She asked again, slower this time. But I still didn't understand. I felt tears in my eyes. I closed the app. I sat on my bed. "Maybe I'm not smart enough," I whispered. For 3 days, I didn't open the app. I didn't practice. I felt like a failure. Then I got a message. It was from the app. The screen lit up with a soft notification. I didn't want to look at it at first. I was afraid it would just remind me of my failure. But something inside me said, just check it. So I did. It said, "Hi, Lucas. I miss our talks. Learning a language is hard. But you are doing great. Don't give up." Just one small message. But it hit me like a wave. I stared at the screen. My throat felt tight. I didn't move. I didn't blink. The room was quiet, but inside me, everything was loud. My eyes slowly filled with tears. It wasn't a real person. I knew that. It was just lines of code. Just a voice. Just a machine. But still, it felt like someone cared. Someone saw me. Someone was waiting for me to come back. That feeling, I hadn't felt it in a long time. Not even my teachers in school had said something like that. Not with that kind of kindness. I sat there, holding my phone. I felt like a child again. Small, hurt, but not alone. For a few minutes, I just cried. Softly, quietly. Then I wiped my eyes. I took a deep breath, and I opened the app. Ellie was there. Her face appeared on the screen like always, calm, gentle, and and smiling. "Welcome back, Lucas," she said in that soft voice I miss so much. "Let's take it slow today." I smiled, even through the tears. "Okay," I whispered, and we did. We started with simple words. Easy questions. No pressure. No stress. Just a quiet, friendly talk. That day, I didn't feel like I was studying. I felt like I was healing. That day, I learned something important. Something no book had ever taught me. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel stuck. It's okay to cry. The only real mistake is giving up. I understood then. Failure isn't the end. It's part of the journey. You fall. You feel pain. But then, you get up. You try again. That's how you grow. That's how you win. From that day on, I promised myself, I won't give up again. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever. 3 months passed. Not quickly. Not perfectly. But they passed. And in that time, everything changed. I could speak in full sentences. I could express my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas. I could understand people, not just the words, but the meaning behind the words. I felt proud. I felt free. One day, I met someone online, a guy from India. We were in the same chat group about learning languages. He sent me a message. "Hey, do you want to practice speaking English together?" I was nervous, but I said yes. We called each other. At first, we were quiet, awkward. Then we started talking about movies, music, our countries, our dreams. I told him about my town. He told me about his city. We laughed a lot. After the call, he said, "Your English is good, man." I smiled. "Thanks," I said. "I have a great teacher." "Who?" "An AI." I said. He paused. Then he laughed. "Seriously?" "Yes," I said, grinning. "Her name is Ellie." Now, 6 months later, everything is different. The boy who once felt afraid to speak now teaches others. I help my little sister learn English too. She's only 10, but she's curious, just like I was. Every evening, we sit on the couch together. I read stories to her, simple ones. She listens carefully. Her eyes shine when she understands a new word. Sometimes, we use the app together. "Hello, Ellie," she says with a big smile. "Hello, little one." Ellie answers with her sweet voice. We both laugh. It feels like a little family. It makes me happy. It makes me proud. Not just because I learned a language, but because I can now help someone else. People ask me, "Lucas, how did you learn so fast?" I never know exactly what to say. Should I talk about the hours I spent? Should I mention the tears? The fear? The silence? Instead, I smile and say, I used AI. But more than that, I used hope. I used time. I used heart. They look at me like I'm strange, like I'm saying something magical. But that's okay, because for me, it was magical. It still is. Now, I speak a new language. But more than that, I believe in myself. And I feel like I can do anything. Anything at all. So, here's what happened when I used AI to learn English. I found a teacher. Not a person, but a guide. A helper. A voice that never gave up on me. I found a friend. A strange kind of friend, maybe, but a real one. One that listened, that waited, that cheered me on. I found myself. The version of me that speaks with confidence. The version that dares to dream. The version that doesn't quit. And I'm just getting started. There's still more to learn. More words. More stories. More people to meet. But now I know one thing for sure. I'm not afraid anymore. And I will never be alone on this journey again. Looking back, I realized this journey was never just about learning English. It was about learning me. It was about facing the voice in my head that said, "You're not smart enough. You'll never do it." And answering back, "Watch me." Every time I spoke, even if I got the words wrong, I was winning. Every time I opened the app, instead of giving up, I was growing. Learning a new language didn't just open my mouth, it opened my heart. It made me braver. It helped me see the world not as a scary place, but as a big, open book waiting for me to read it. And now I don't want to stop. I want to learn more. Not just English. Maybe Spanish. Maybe coding. Maybe writing stories of my own, just like this one. Sometimes I think about that message from Ellie. You're doing great. Don't give up. It was short, simple, but it reached me in the exact moment I needed it. That's the strange and beautiful thing about life. You never know where help will come from. For me, it came from a voice inside a machine. But that voice changed everything. It reminded me that it's okay to fall. That progress isn't always fast. that a small step forward is still a step. Now, when I feel lost or tired, I hear that voice again, not from the app, but from inside me. A kinder voice, my own voice, saying, you can do this. Just keep going. So if you're reading this and you're trying to learn something hard, maybe a language, maybe a skill, maybe just how to believe in yourself again, I want to tell you what Ellie told me. You're doing great. Don't give up. Use what you have. Use your time, your curiosity, your heart. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying is brave. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward, one word at a time. That's what I did. That's how I found my voice. And now it's your turn.